G'day, this is Hugo from MicroChannel. Today we'll take you through the credit card processing application that we've done, and this allows you to bring in that credit card statement. From there, we can effectively assign that to the credit card holder. They can code their transactions to the correct areas and then ultimately submit to the GL once completed. So at this point, we'll just start off immediately. We'll log into the application. Now that's the same credentials as your Intacct user and password, so nothing new to set up or maintain there. From our application, we allow you to select the bank statement or the credit card statement that you want to bring in. So we'll read that in, and in this case, as you can see, we've got this first section. Now what this allows you to do is, from the file that we've read, it gives you the ability to dynamically allocate which fields goes to the date. So for our date, we've got our date column going there. For the amount, we select the debits credits column, and for our memo, we select the description. So you can see this one remembered it. So it's the second time I've done this. So the first time you'll do that mapping, and then from there onwards, you can just utilize it. We can define the GL account, the contra account that we're using, and then the location, so into which company will we be processing this transaction. There's a default as well for the department, so each of the expenses at the bottom can then be defaulted to different or changed to different departments if need be as well. Now at this point, I'll assign this to the credit card holder and I'll save that transaction. So that gives us the ability to say, you know what, I want Nikki to go in, populate the details of which expenses were done, and bringing in the attachments as well. So all of that process can then be done by the credit card holder. And once they complete that process, we can submit that and it goes into Intacct as well. So at this stage, I'll log out of the MA user and go in as Nikki. It's the same company, select Nikki and log in. Now that will reload the same details effectively, so everything that was done already. And then it gives us the ability to just do the coding. So from our GL perspective, we can select the GL accounts. We can also apply GST on there if required. So I'll go through and just code these transactions to the appropriate areas. And then we'll process this through. So you can see each of them. We can select the GL account, select the appropriate GST code, and it'll calculate that GST value for us as well. Now, part of this process gives you the ability to also add attachments in. So if we've got any attachments in there, I'll just grab two of them, get their attachments in. And once we're comfortable with everything has been done, we can post that. So that gives us the ability, or it basically processes these transactions, do the transactions for us and take it into Intacct. So it's successfully imported, it's gone into Intacct, and we can go through to Intacct. Now on Intacct side, we've got still have the ability to switch on that approval process. So we bring this in as journals into our credit card expenses. So if we view those transactions, it'll show the journals that's already there and the new ones that we've done. So those are the sort of 5 that we've just processed, and you can see for 2 of them I've added the attachment in as well. So if I look at that transaction, we'll still see the attachment on it. But from a detail perspective, we can see the location, the business unit that we chose, from our contra account, that top account that we chose, and then we coded this one to travel. Now this one had GST on, so there's the 461, and it calculates 10% GST on that as well. So like we said, we can bring this through. It comes into Intacct. We can still have that approval process associated to it, but ultimately gives us the ability to process that credit card statement, bring it in, code it, and then get that into Intacct. Thank you for watching. See you next time.